What is up, guys? Tate coming at you with some vanilla Rust footage. This is the story of the fate of Kanye Tate.
Hey man, I'm pretty sick right now, so my nose is kind of stuffy, but
okay, man,
yeah.
You ain't gotta
Alright.
talk if you don't want to. But we'll supply you with like all the food and tools and everything you need, and yeah, just get wood and stone basically.
Alright.
I'll give you your door code right quick. Hold on, let me change. I'll get you a hatchet and stuff right quick so you can get wood and stuff.
And that was an awkward moment, similar to a seaside prostitute and a sailor, with Chase saying, "You don't have to talk if you don't want to." Very awkward, but I don't believe a bit of Kanye's story.
Pretty sick right now, so my nose is kind of stuffy, but yeah.
Kanye's account of being sick was the equivalent to the obligatory call into your boss for being sick to work, where you feel like you have to cough into the phone or sneeze to emphasize the fact that you're going to be out of work when you're just having a brew with some friends or going to the beach. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. So Kanye is leaving the comfort of the base here, comfort of the slave shack, under heavy guard, under heavy watch. He's going to be farming under gunpoint from a member, Puff Puff Pass here, who's watching Kanye's every movement. He's here to ensure that Kanye comes back with some yield and doesn't steal any supplies.
Start collecting wood.
Puff Puff Pass is making sure he gets as much output as possible out of Kanye. He's certainly the gold digger here, pushing Kanye to the limits, encouraging him to hit every resource that he comes across, whether it's a node or a tree. Kanye is filling the role of the dutiful slave here, obeying Puff Puff Pass, and he hasn't made any moves that would indicate that he's anything other than a trusting participant at this point in time, but it appears as though Puff Puff is very suspicious of Kanye, and most likely for good reason. At some point in time, it appears as though Puff Puff and Chase got bored or for some reason wandered back to their base, and they left Kanye alone. I wasn't sure if Kanye was going to come back to the base, but he did end up making his way back to the base with the supplies, which was surprising because I felt as though Kanye was probably going to take off with the yield and with the supplies that he had already gained from the slave owners. That's how it initially felt from his conversation. Gotcha, bitch! As Chase went to boost Kanye up, Kanye took advantage of that moment and started whacking it with the hatchet. He's now taking the semi-auto rifle and some supplies off of Chase's body, and Kanye is getting the hell out of there. Now he has the yield that he gathered from hitting those resources under the watch of Puff Puff Pass. Puff Puff's still up there in the base, so Kanye is taken off across the landscape. He has now gained quite a bit from this expedition into the realm of slavery and rust. So he started naked, he spawned into that location without anything, and he's now left with a semi-auto rifle, some clothes, some food, some tools, and some resources. So it's a beautiful thing. And he's a bit of a legend now, a hero among men. Kanye Tate symbolizes freedom, he symbolizes sticking it to the man, and sort of playing by your own rules, if you will. Kanye is now a free man. As Kanye moves towards an incoming airdrop, he made some friends with some other players who were less well off. Kanye gave them some supplies, so he appeared to be a very humble player. He wasn't killing players on sight unless he was attacked, so he appeared to be a guy who was probably a pretty decent guy, even though he ripped off the slave owners. But hey, slavery is a dangerous business, so it's something that comes with the territory. As Kanye approaches the airdrop, it looks like some other players were down in this area as well. It's unclear if they were going for the airdrop. They do look relatively well geared. They're kitted out, they have metal armor, and as Kanye comes in, he's a heck of a shot. He takes out at least 2 fully geared raiders at this point in time, or players rather. And as he moves in, notice he cycles between a bolt action rifle, a rocket launcher, right before he goes down for wounds that he sustained. So Kanye had nowhere else to respawn, so he respawned back at that slave shack, back where Chase was ready to give Kanye a taste of his own medicine and let him feel his rage. Chase was so excited, he had a hard time grouping his shots there, but he eventually was able to take out Kanye. Alright guys, really hope you enjoyed the fate of Kanye Tate. Let me know what you thought of this video. As always, had a lot of fun with it. Tate, peace.